Hello and welcome to Critical Idiots. In this episode, I get cancelled.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
So today we're reviewing the 2019 Safdie Brothers, the new Safdie Brothers film, Uncut Gems.
There's a lot of good brothers going around nowadays. Like, it used to be just the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
Now we've got
We got the Russo brothers.
Yeah, we've got the Duffer
The
brothers.
Coen brothers, got the Duffer brothers.
Yeah.
We got the Safdie brothers.
Who's next?
And we got the Chemical Brothers.
Oh,
Chemical
Yeah,
Wachowski sisters.
Yeah, the sisters.
Wachowski siblings.
I made a crazy risk, a gamble, and it's about to pay off.
You know, this whole film is this character study about this guy who keeps putting himself in the worst place, and it's entirely within his power to get himself out, but he always chooses the wrong decision.
I would say that like what it is the heart of the movie is he's an addict.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
He's addicted to gambling.
He's addicted to spending money.
Well, I was going to say, an important aspect of this film is that it's maybe he's not a gambling addict, but this stone has there's a great scene with KG when he first kind of gets introduced to the stone.
KG's the basketballer. He plays himself.
And there's this kind of like fast cut, but he like kind of his life flashes.
He's overloaded. Yeah.
So at least KG thinks, and I guess Howie soon follows
Influences
that,
him.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
think
That this
he's
is a magical stone, and it's going to be needed if he's going to win this game tonight.
I think that was my favorite scene in the movie.
It was so good. It was so good.
Dinosaurs, that's right, the dinosaurs were staring at this. It's 110 million years old, at the least. It was basketball. Can't lean on glass, baby. All right? Told you not to leave.
Should we talk about Adam Sandler?
Yeah, he did a really good job. I don't know why he doesn't do more dramatic roles.
I feel like they really had to disguise it from being Adam Sandler, though. They had to change it
Yeah,
from,
they
like,
had to change it up. Yeah.
And he's one of
Even
those
then, it still
actors
feels
that
like-
you're like, oh, it's an Adam Sandler film.
Yeah.
It's
like,
always so frustrating after you see a movie like this and trying to do like, oh, I saw the best. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch this movie. Uncut Gems. Who's in it? Adam Sandler.
Okay,
Bye.
Goodbye. Friendship ended.
Don't worry, KG's in it.
I actually told my family the other night, and they were like, oh, no, come on, Chris. Adam Sandler? And it's like, no, it's good, I swear. Have you seen Punch Drunk Love? They're like,
What? Who?
no.
It's Adam Sandler.
Chris, stop.
Yeah.
Please.
I like the fact that it's not a traditional Adam Sandler film.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I think
it's
that's what everyone enjoys about
Yeah,
that.
but like, if you're going into a movie based on that, then...
I would love to see people who were like, yeah, Adam Sandler's
I don't want to hear that. I
back.
don't want it spoiled.
Bro,
No.
bro, I love
Such a good
pixels.
movie.
Let's see what Uncut Gems did.
And I
Well,
was
we
like,
watched the most recent Adam Sandler comedy together.
we did.
Yeah.
Which
it
one was
started
that?
off as a joke.
Which one?
We just watched the whole film.
Yeah, Murder Mystery. Is it
yeah,
literally
yeah.
called
Vacation
Murder
or
Mystery?
something.
It really also is a film where Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler take vacations to different parts of Europe.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we need a film in here to find this book or something.
Charles is inviting us to spend the weekend with him on a yacht.
Oh, this book says we have to go
Yeah.
to the Eiffel Tower.
To a beautiful beach.
Yeah, with a fantastic view.
Crashing the party with civilians.
You're an actress, right?
Grace Ballard.
Yeah, I do think it is a little overrated. I do think you guys are like...
Given that I've never heard anybody talk about this film besides you guys.
No, but it's more. I think it's just the cinephiles got excited because the Safdies have been on a good roll, and it's
Yeah.
another Adam Sandler film that's giving like Punch Drunk Love vibes.
Yeah.
And
Heavily.
people got
It's
really
Sam
excited for that. I think so. There's going to be some like indie film lovers and stuff that get really into it. I think.
I heard you resurface your swimming pool. You know how that makes me feel? Never You think your life is more important than my life? I don't know who said that.
I was gonna say the soundtrack.
The soundtrack
was
was
so
good.
interesting.
The soundtrack was good, I'll give you that.
Lots of really good.
That was stress-inducing. Oh, you like the soundtrack?
Yeah. The soundtrack itself, like the music, not the score, the soundtrack, that wasn't stress-inducing. The score was.
I was gonna say the mix of them were just so great. Really good diegetic music, lots of good non-diegetic music, lots of like the it was so weird how it ended. The credits had like some 80s song.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never heard
Yeah,
before
that
in
was
my
the
life.
only off song choice in my opinion.
Yeah, for the music though, like The Weeknd, he was never really emphasized much. It was the one song that he did, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
He plays. I'm not sure if it's like a grand, like a more, like.
He plays an antagonist in this film, and he plays himself.
Yeah.
It's not like tongue in cheek. I think he's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which surprised me.
I think he was happy to do it. He
Which
was like, yeah, man.
Which kind of confuses me. Like, is this gonna hurt his brand?
Why?
No.
That is his brand, though.
I don't think it'll hurt his brand. But I don't like it.
I think if people have problems with it and they're listening to The Weeknd, I think it's hypocritical.
Yeah.
It's rapey, and I do not like that.
Yeah.
Not for him, not for his brand. I mean, I know he says it in his songs, like.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. That's boggles me how people have problems with like the littlest things in movies, and then a song is so blatant.
It's blissful ignorance. I'm sorry, I like to live in blissful ignorance.
Well, I don't even know The Weeknd was like that.
Yeah, I don't listen to The Weeknd,
Yeah.
so I just like...
Most of his music is kind of misogynistic.
He talks about being like a bad boy womanizer in his songs.
Yeah.
I guess when you hear it in a song, you're like, yeah, but I'm sure, you know.
Yeah, well,
consent's still a thing.
I don't know him personally as a person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Really? Dude,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hanging out with
tight. I think you guys are right.
Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, and can I also talk about another thing about The Weeknd? His haircut. It wasn't accurate to the time.
How do you even know what his haircut was like?
Because
He's a big fan.
I am a fan. I'm a fan of The
Big
Weeknd. And that was 2015 haircut, not 2012.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm sure at the same time it's like
he's
arranging
gonna
that
cut it
wig
in
and putting him
2
in
second
makeup.
But hang on. He doesn't have that haircut now.
It would have been. It would have been filmed at like the end of 2018 or the start of 2019.
Yeah, I'm saying that's his afro stage.
Yeah.
It wasn't his, I don't know, crab claw hair
Okay.
that he has in this movie.
Yeah.
So he would have
It
had
has
to
nothing
change
to
it.
do with the film. It's all to do with you and The Weeknd.
Oh, but you're saying
Stop
saying that
arguing with me.
You're saying
Let me finish my piece so we won't have to.
You're saying the effort anyway, but they got it wrong anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They had to change it to that particular style, and they got it wrong. Okay, yeah.
I think we can talk about some spoilers now, if you guys want to get into that.
Yeah.
Could I mention some things about the Safdie Brothers?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
No, you
Because
can't.
like we can't talk about like all the Adam Sandler
Shush. We're talking.
and The Weeknd's backlog. We should get into the
I
Safdie
think
Brothers.
The Weeknd's important.
I think what the people want to hear is about The Weeknd's haircut, not what these new filmmakers on the scene want to do.
No, we don't want to talk about them.
No.
It's definitely The Weeknd's haircut that I'm pissed off about the most.
Yeah, that's the number one
Yeah,
thing.
that's the number one thing. But, apart from, the ending being predictable, in my opinion. You guys didn't see it, but I saw it a mile away.
Yeah, nothing else to talk about. On to the ending.
Yeah, so the Safdie brothers, Josh and Benny Safdie, they've been making a bunch of films. This is very on brand for them. All their films have this similar style that are like kind of like grounded in New York and very frantic. They're all like go 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 kind of movies, and they're very stress inducing.
The pacing of this film is just so. You feel like you never get a minute to relax.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Visually,
it's,
like you're just
yeah.
always moving.
I watched Heaven Knows What about a heroin addict and
Memoir.
yeah, they found a real homeless woman
Yeah.
that's like had written memoirs about her boyfriend that had died and their like time together and just struggling being on heroin.
Yeah.
And made her the star in their movie.
Yeah.
And Martin Scorsese saw the movie and has been financing the movie.
Yeah,
since.
he was a producer of this. I didn't know that going
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they picked up really well with Good Time, which I was thinking about today, and I think that's
Yeah.
still their best movie.
I love Good Time.
I thought Good Time was
Yeah, I
great.
love having a good time.
You
Who
like having a
doesn't?
good time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't?
and I'd say Good Time also just has a slightly better ending.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It's the dumbest bet I ever heard of.
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
What is that?
I started it.
Are you serious?
I just wanted to say really quickly how great it was
To watch this with you guys and spend that
to
time.
really have such a lovely experience
And to get a chance to do this. So we're going to talk about spoilers now. So if you don't want to hear any of this and you want to just see our ratings at the end of the review,
cut to this time code.
Following time code, please.
Right here.
Right here.
Over there.
Right here. So there's the time code.
So at this point in the film, right at the climax, he's gotten all the loan sharks trapped in the little security clearance area at the front of his jewelry shop.
While he's watching the basketball game.
While he's watching the basketball game.
That he bet a ridiculous sum of money on.
And you could say it's a bit nearsighted to have these very aggressive, violent men locked in a little, tiny square area
in a
while
booth.
while you cheer at them and you're like, yeah.
While you're gambling their money.
While you gamble the money that you owe them.
So disrespectful.
They don't care about your win of a lifetime.
I just tried to tell him, I was like, oh, we only got 3 more. We're going to be out. All right, here we go. And they're just sort of sitting there, and it's like, it looks so hot in this booth, and they're dripping, and they're looking up at him, and like...
Are you having fun in there?
So first of all, he wins. He wins the bet. It's impossible.
No. Before we get to that.
Oh.
He pulls out a gun. He pulls out a gun and threatens Howie.
But it's bulletproof glass.
Yeah, but it's bulletproof glass, so it's like, haha, you can't shoot me, whatever. That's where all the predictability comes in. Like, if they didn't show the gun at all, I would have never expected to be like, oh, wow, okay.
You wouldn't assume these guys are armed and furious?
You wouldn't be more pissed off, like, where did that gun come from?
Well, I mean, it's kind of expected. They are mafia people. Well, are they mafia people?
Exactly, so it's expected that it could have a gun. It could also...
But the fact that there's a gun there, like, he's going to use it. They don't put a gun in a movie for no particular reason.
Well, to me, sorry.
That's you.
To me, that was funny. Because I was like, they're gonna kill you, fucking idiot.
So you could have predicted this. It's predictable.
Either you win and you can let them go. You can pay them with the money you just won, or they're going to or you're not gonna win. And now it's like, and you've locked them in here, and they're already armed, and you have to eventually leave at some point.
Well, that's why to me the ending wasn't predictable, because they have a gun, but he is so sure that things are going to go his way, and so far in the film they always have, and that he could just wriggle his way out of this last situation.
If you get into the mindset...
I wasn't like, oh, I know what's happening.
If you get into the mindset, how long does a NBA game go for? It's like 90 minutes. You're trapped 3... pretty pissed off, angry.
That's what was funny to me.
In a booth.
Scene.
And also, they won't get their money back.
They're in a jewelry store.
But you're not thinking about that at the time.
No.
You're thinking about this bet as an audience.
Yeah, okay.
Were you thinking about that?
No, I wasn't. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right, I wasn't. But I still found it predictable. The minute they showed the gun, it's like, all right, he's going to shoot someone. Well, yeah, it was kind of like between him and her. Like, it's a 50-50 chance one of them is going to get shot. And, surprise, it's Adam Sandler.
So you were surprised?
No.
No, you said it here. It's on camera.
So I don't think we ever like said it outright. The second he wins the game, he's like, I got your money, guys. Happy days.
Yeah.
Opens the door.
Yeah. He's like arms in the air.
Yeah.
Everyone feels like you're just like, oh, it's
I didn't even feel that. I didn't even feel the relief.
I did.
I did not feel any relief.
I never felt any tension with the movie in terms of like, oh, what's going to happen? I more felt just enjoyment because it's like you felt almost superior to Howard. And you just felt like, this is ridiculous. Just stop.
By the time the guys got locked in the bulletproof area, well, I had no sympathy for him at all. I didn't want him.
I don't think I ever had sympathy for him though.
No, not sympathy. Like I didn't care about it.
You didn't get on the adrenaline rush at all with him.
No, I just thought, this guy.
Waiting for
orifice.
him to get what he deserves.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. You also want to. You I think that you could almost want to watch it for that. You're like, come on, he's gotta lose it eventually. He's gotta mess up finally.
They're also paid by the guy.
They
They're
could
not
have
supposed
killed
to kill
him at any sort of point.
He's also doesn't kill him because it's like as like the threat's worn out or anything. Because now they actually can't get the money
it's done
back.
out of sheer like anger.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're
And
like,
I
we're
get
in a
that, I
diamond
get that.
store, we can just steal the diamonds.
I get it, but it's anticlimactic.
I loved it. I loved it. I
there
thought
was-
when it happened, I was like, oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
even
didn't
if
see
you
it coming
had-
at all.
Yeah.
Although
Even if you had any joy of Adam Sandler winning, of Howie winning that game, it gets sucked out the immediate second.
Not
see,
even.
what
But
I
that's
feel-
the
what-
point,
yeah, that's
is that
good.
it's meant to suck you out. That joy is sucked out because he's just been.
Well, in that case, it's not an enjoyable film, and I understand.
No, it's
See, I get it,
played
I
your
can-
emotions is what it's trying to do. So that's what it's trying to do. It's not trying to give you one feeling the whole time. It's meant to try and give you lots of different feelings.
The stress-inducing theme of this movie should have a payoff, and it doesn't. And it's
Why should it have a payoff? Life doesn't always have a payoff.
This
no,
character-
but it's a movie. It's a fantasy.
No,
You
but
live
it
in a
can
fantasy.
reflect life. It can make us communicate and see things we wouldn't see in our normal
Don't you
day.
think
But it's
it's a
predictable.
culmin-
I saw that.
Don't you think
Daniel.
it was a culmination of everything that he did throughout the film, and then that's what it led to?
No, the punishment does not fit the crime. Getting shot in the face and dying because you owe some fucking gangsters money is not
I
fitting.
think he
You're
died
making
because
it
he
a lot more
because
simple than that. It's everything that you've watched him do. Even
Pushing-
the things that the
pushing it,
gangsters haven't
pushing it.
seen,
Yeah.
that's
He
added
could
to
lose
it.
everything.
It's his catharsis. It's a tragedy. This film is not about somebody who is ever going to win. This is clearly a film you walk in, and this character will never change. It's impossible for him to change, and because of that, it's going to lead to his demise. And that's exactly what happens.
Well said.
Well, that's okay. So let's take a look at Infinity War. the bad fucking laugh. The bad guy wins in that.
yeah.
The bad guy wins in this. Let's say, like the ending is the exact same. It is a tragedy. Like,
Not really, because that has a part 2 where he doesn't win. And that's literally setting it up so everyone can come back and defeat him.
okay, but let's just talk about the movie as a standalone.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the sequels. There might be a fucking sequel of this. Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not.
He's back!
Son of Uncut Gem.
Uncut Julia.
He's Cut Gem now. He's now the Cut Gem.
The Cut Gem.
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel.
Uncut clits. It's just fun.
I feel that is a better movie, and it is a tragedy. And
Infinity War.
yeah,
I would say, like, in the terms of, like, literally what a tragedy is defined as, like the tragic flaw of a character.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't like. What
I
what
don't-
would you want different from it? Like, are you saying if they take away showing that gun earlier, it would have changed everything, and
Yes.
you would have enjoyed it?
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but what about the whole like hour and 30 minutes before that point?
Well, they didn't show one.
Did you enjoy that movie?
I don't know. It was true. It was too stressing to find out.
You can enjoy a film the whole way through, and if the ending doesn't satisfy you, you walk away not liking the film. I know,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
So yeah, at this,
For you, it just didn't tick the box.
it did not tick that box,
Yeah.
and I'm wanting more.
Yeah.
I don't know what more.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just want more.
Howard, where's the money right now?
Howard, got my money? Is it too late?
All right, guys.
What did you idiots? You critical
Yeah, what do
idiots.
you idiots think?
You
right?
critical idiots think.
I think at the end of the day, at the end of the film, I wanted more. I wanted something that wasn't presented, and it felt anticlimactic, and yeah, it was a total letdown for me. So I'm feeling a 4. I'm feeling a 4.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 4.5. I'll give it some credit because the middle was pretty enjoyable. The chaos was enjoyable, so I'll give it a 4.5.
So I loved the film. I thought it was really great. I thought this was a thrill ride. It was go from start to finish. I hated him, but somehow they made me really care and want him to win, even though he did not deserve $1 of that prize money. And I think this film for me is a very solid 8 out of 10. Brody.
I echo some of those sentiments. I liked the kind of like handheld freneticness of the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
Was really cool with the music and and the performances. It all kind of gave I got into a spell where I just got a continuous adrenaline ride with each kind of like gamble.
Yeah.
And it just kind of put me in that position with that I wouldn't feel unless I was a gambling addict. So I appreciate that. But no, I thought the movie was hilarious. It was stressful at times to watch.
Yeah. At times.
Yeah.
I'm tossed between an 8 and a 9 on it, to be honest. So I might cop out with an 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it could get up to a 9, but I feel like I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I'm a very, very solid fan of this film. I give it a solid 10. 10 out of 10 for me.
Ooh,
I thought it was just a great experience. So much. I love the world that they're able to build, and it's a world that I don't know really well at all. Opulent New York, semi-celebrity sort of life and all this sort of stuff. I loved all the production design of this film. Liaz was saying that racing car, just like this, it felt. I don't know. It really felt like this would be exactly what this somebody with too much money or somebody who's spending too much of somebody else's money would buy. And I really love the world it's set up. I really love the tension. I really love the opening. I've never seen that before.
The literal opening.
Yeah. Solid 10 for me.
Yeah. So I can agree with you guys, on being a roller coaster and whatnot. I enjoyed the soundtrack, but the stress-inducing elements of, say, people talking over each other and whatnot, that kind of took me out of it a bit. But I think I'm going to give it a 7. I would like to give it a better score because I didn't see the ending coming, and I think it was a solid movie, but I wouldn't watch it again, personally, because that was too much for me.
I feel like that rating is too high for something that you wouldn't watch again.
It means it was effective.
I can retract my statement if it's I would watch it again, but I'm not going to enjoy the experience. I feel like there was a lot of moments where I had a lot of anxiety and tension building up. And
I get that. One of my 10 to me, near and dear to my heart, is The Elephant Man. And that is a film I wouldn't dare watch again. That film is horrible. It's so good.
Yeah, as I said, I would watch it again. It was just more of a statement, like if
I saw Rise of Skywalker twice.
That was a choice.
That was your choice, buddy.
We watched Murder Mystery once.
Yeah, at least once though.
This is me. This is how I win.
Yeah, when are we going to start saying, why don't you guys let us know what you want us to watch next, and we'll go from here.
Should we do that?
Let us know what you want to watch next. What?
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
My grandmother passed away.
How long did you do this for?
Dude, my cheek is shaking.
Yeah, we did. Okay, we're done.